relax and watch the sunset behind the remains of the arc light on the patio of our 24/7 open-air bar. Or enjoy the novel dishes of Chef Robert Belial as he combines the finest fat-grown proteins with locally sourced melding bush meat.
We've received a request for assistance from a civilian in Copa. This one's yours, ARES 3-5. 3-5, you'll need to meet with the civilian to assess the situation. Their location has been marked.
Copy, Command. We're on it.
Can you help me? I haven't heard from my daughter since yesterday. I usually talk to her 2 or 3 times a day. And with the reports of all the Chosen abductions, I think something must be wrong.
I'm sure she's fine. We can look into it for you, though. Do you have any idea where she might be?
Sometimes she heads down to the beach. Here, I have her SIN tag.
Thanks, that will be helpful. Don't worry, sir. I'm sure this is all just a big mix-up.
Thank you. I certainly hope so.
I've got the location of her last SIN ping. Get to the waypoint, 3-5. I hate to say it, but this guy seems like just another overprotective father. People have to get the reality that we're in a war. There's going to be some uncertainty. Still, we have to look. This is the last update we got from the girls' team. Great. There's a ton of Aranyas here. Hope we can get her. The only way we can be sure is to kill them and scan their guns for her DNA. Just put on a few more of these Aranyas and we should have a good sample. Okay, Traffic. Kill one last Aranya and I'll run a scan on their guts for the girl's DNA. Scanning the Aranya carcasses now. The good news is that there's no trace of her DNA in them. The bad news is... where is she? Switching to a thermal scan of the area. Huh. I think I see a heat trail leaving the area. Tracing it now. And... okay. It seems to stop not too far from here. Sending you a waypoint. She's not too far from here. Let's check that spot out. There she is. She's surrounded by Aranyas. Kill them before they get her.
Help! Get them away from me! Thank you. Thank you so much.
What were you doing out here? You should know it's dangerous to be alone in the wilderness these days.
I thought I could make them like me by feeding them, but they went through the food so fast, and the next thing I knew they were coming after me.
I'm not sure why you would think that, but I hope you've learned your lesson. Please, go home to your father.
Yes, I'll head there now.
We should tell her father she's fine. It's a little strange, if you ask me, thinking to feed Arañas. Well, at least she didn't get killed. We found your daughter. She's doing fine. She just wanted a little time to herself.
Thank you so much. I was going crazy just thinking about what might have happened to her.
It's nothing at all. Although, I'm thinking you might want to buy her a puppy.
What?
Nothing. Accord Command, this is ARES 3-5. Mission complete.
Copy that, 3-5. Good work, and stay safe out there.
ARES 3-5, this is Dr. Lisa Abrams, Accord Medical. Aranya attacks are taking a toll on the locals, and the situation looks like it's only getting worse.
Do you need help treating them?
That's the thing. Under Accord regs, I can't treat these civilians at all. But maybe you can help by destroying some Aranya pods before they hatch. Pay Ratchet a visit. You'll need something with quite a punch to destroy those pods, and she should have just the thing. Hey there, mate. I just got off the line with Accord Medical. They told me you were gonna blast through some Aranya pods. I assume you need something that explodes.
That would certainly help.
Yeah, I was just making these modified mining charges. Once they're set up with detonators, they should do the trick. First, you'll need to rig the charges with detonators. It's a good thing the Accord have left a lot of junk around the area. You'll probably be able to find some functional detonators in their trash heaps.
Any idea where a good place would be to start looking?
I'll update your SIN with a spot I've hit up in the past. The Accord might have an arc light full of equipment, but us civilians have to make do with what we can find. You've found the trash heaps. Start digging. It shouldn't take you long to find what you need.
Watch out, we've got company.
One more detonator and we're done, 3-5.
Ratchet, We've got the detonators. It seems that one man's junk is another man's treasure.
Welcome to my world. Let me patch Accord Medical through. I hear you have what you need to start turning Aranya pods into craters?
Yes, just point us in the right direction.
The Aranyas tend to clump their pods together in communal nests. I've heard of one nest in particular where you should find plenty of pods. The waypoint is on your SIN.
There's the nest, boss. Place the charges on the pods and farm. These Aranyas are not happy with us. Aranya pods neutralized. Do you copy, Accord Medical?
Hey mate, the doctor's pretty busy. You still have any of those charges left?
Yes, a few.
Nice. And with working detonators. Bring your leftover charges back to me. I'll let Dr. Abrams know you took out those pods. Thanks, mate. These charges will come in handy with the resource nodes I spotted earlier.
Glad we could help you out.
Hey, don't tell her I told you this, but Dr. Abrams has volunteered to pay you out of her own pocket. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've got things that need tinkering. Here's some payment for your trouble, Ares 3-5. My responsibilities may prevent me from treating these people, but we do what we can. And it's good to have people like you around when we need a more aggressive approach. Ares 3-5, Ratchet here. We're in a bit of a bind here in Copa. A lot of civilians are suffering from Aranya bites, and we're out of anti-venom.
Can't Accord Medical spare any?
Their people come first, and they're not sharing. So in order to treat our people, we're going to need anti-venom as well as build the antidote injectors. I need your help. This will be dangerous, and battle frames were built for danger. Come by my shop. Right, so I need toxin samples for the antidote, and titanium casings for building the injector. First, take this toxin extractor.
What's this for?
It'll extract the toxin samples I need from Aranya pods. 2 or 3 samples will be all I need. You'll be going to some Aranya nesting grounds first. Don't worry, the healing modules on those battle frames neutralize most toxins before they can cause harm.
Just like a second immune system.
Yes, battle frames are nice. And if every civilian could afford one, we wouldn't have this bloody problem.
There, You see those Aranya pods? That's where we'll get the toxin samples. You've got company, boss. Okay, we have the samples. Those Aranyas were not happy to see us.
Yeah, these days, there's no such thing as a simple stroll around Coral Forest. Next, I'll need titanium shell casings. We'll be sure to find some in Accord trash heaps. The Accord uses them for their ammunition, but they haven't started recycling them yet.
Great. I just had 3-5's battle frame cleaned this morning.
If you're looking to stay clean and smell pretty, you chose the wrong line of work, 3-5.
Look at those garbage heaps. There should be a lot of titanium casings in there. We just need a few more casings.
Alright, that looks to be plenty. I should be able to make quite a few injectors with that. Now, if you would kindly bring those items back to my shop, I can get started on supplying Copacabana with much-needed antidote. Well, those are some excellent samples. And these titanium casings should be perfect for making injectors. I'm liking this Ares initiative the Accord started. Here's what I owe you for the job. Expect to hear from me in the future. At the very least, the Aranyas aren't going anywhere, and we're likely to need more antidote again. Hey, I've got some skiver pods I need taken care of. Swing by my shop, and I'll give you the details. You made it. Let me tell you what I'm dealing with. Skivers are terrible about building their nests in any nooks and crannies they can find. You wouldn't believe the hell they do on Copa's water valves. I need you to go out with that gun of yours and cut the population down a bit. I'll send you the location of one of the known pods around Copa. That's the first pod. Here's where you should find the second skiver pod.
Hey, boss, you should grab some of these skivers for dinner.
I wouldn't, unless you can get over the dusty aftertaste.
Who cares? I just don't want the mid to go to west. The second pod.
Great. Sending the location for the last pod. Great job, mate. That should keep those skivers from mucking up all my equipment for now. Thanks for the help. I'll keep you posted if I ever need you to squash more skivers.
To Copacabana, the preferred vacation destination.
Ares 3-5, this is Sergeant Lewis. We've lost contact with Ares Team 4-9 on a routine patrol. You're the closest team, so I need you to locate them. I'm forwarding their patrol route to your SIN now. They didn't report any trouble, so they may have been caught by surprise.
Copy that, Sergeant. got a body here, Sergeant. He looks pretty torn up.
See if you can pull the combat log off the body.
Got it. Uploading the log to you now, Sergeant.
Good work. Seems like they ran across a swarm of seizure Aranyas. Obviously weren't prepared. Looks like they fell back to a nearby location. Pushing the Ares 49's last known location to your scent. I hope some of them are still alive.
We're on our way, Sergeant. Great. Sergeant, we've got another body. We'll try to recover the combat log.
Look out! Seizure Aranyas! They were waiting for you! Combat log indicates that the remaining survivors of Ares 49 fled to a point not far from here, with a bunch of siegers in pursuit. Maybe if you hurry, you can bail them out.
That seems unlikely, Sergeant, but we'll try.
Head towards the waypoint. Hurry! Damn it, we're too late! Those siegers are feeding on Ares 49. Kill them all!
Ares 35, would you mind doing me a small favor? Just grab me a tissue sample from one of those Seizure Aranya corpses. I'm wondering why these things are popping up so frequently.
Got it, partner.
That tissue sample will let me run some genetic analyses of the seizures. The sooner you get it back here, the sooner we'll have some answers. you've brought me back my samples. Here, let me put it in the analyzer. Interesting. While it's commonly known that Aranyas come from Alpha Prime, these siegers appear to have evolved from Aranyas on Earth.
What does that mean?
Well, because they've evolved here, they're far more suited to life on Earth than the plain old Aranya. But it also seems to indicate that Aranyas are rapidly evolving and could become a much bigger threat in the near future. Ares 3-5. I could use a combat-savvy assistant to help in the gathering of organic material affected by the melding. Promise of payment. Are you interested? I'm interested in acquiring samples of the local coral affected by the nearby melding wall. Come meet me so I can set you up with the proper field gear. Now, if you'll stand still, I will outfit your rig with a scanner and this DNA probe. Ha! Excellent! I love field work. If only there weren't deadly creatures everywhere. That scanner will help you locate coral formations, giving off a distinct melding signature. Then just poke them with the probe, and it will do the rest.
Boss? You have incoming. They appear to be Culex, but it's hard to tell. Those Culex were not right.
Incredible! Culex mutated by the melding responded to your tampering with another melded organism. This synergistic behavior is rather fascinating. I would love to get some samples from Culex that are not quite as altered by the melding. Spawning nests near the melding wall should suffice for some sample gathering.
I wonder if we can collect the samples without a fight. Care to take a bet? Well, this isn't surprising. Angry Culex incoming.
work. Do not concern yourself with dead Culex. They spawn at an incredibly high rate. Some might say too high.
Don't worry, we weren't concerned.
Okay, come back to Hydrocore and I'll take the samples and field kit off your hands. This will keep me quite busy. The way the melding has command over organic material is incredible. It's a shame it wants to kill us. Thank you, ARES 3-5. Aid from contractors has really accelerated our process as of late. You in particular are very good at this, so I will likely call on you again. So long.
ARES 3-5, this is Sergeant Lewis in Northern Shores. We need you to run a routine patrol for us. This is going to be a standard patrol. Just head to the waypoints I push you, and deal with any hostiles you encounter.
Affirmative.
Looks like quite a swarm of Aranyas. Take them out. Nice work on those Aranyas. Keeping their population under control is a chore, but somebody has to do it. Head to the next waypoint. Same deal. Terminate any hostiles you encounter.
We're on it.
Looks like those Black Hills gang members attacked that civilian convoy. Let's make them pay. Doesn't look like any of those civilians are alive. I'll notify. Hold on, I got a request for you.
Ares 3-5, I see you've gotten yourself into a scrap with our outlaw friends. If you could, please gather a tissue sample from one of the criminal bodies and one of the civilians.
I don't know what you're hoping to get out of this, but we'll make it happen. Samples collected, Barnes. What do you want to do with them?
Excellent work, Ares 3-5. Bring them back to me. These are fine samples. Analyzing them now. Interesting. The tissue sample from the civilian who was from the Copa area, far from the melding, shows slight signs of melding infection. The Black Hills gang member, however, he shows signs of an advanced melding infection, probably because he's been living so close to the melding for an extended period of time.
So, what are you saying? Living close to the melding can get you sick?
It might be a little early to settle on that, but the evidence does seem to point that way. We need to keep investigating this. The melding may be far more dangerous than we originally thought.
All right. I'm gonna put your combat skills to the test today.
This isn't our first time squashing bugs, Sergeant.
Piranhas and skivers are stuck on the ground, and you got jump jets. The bad boys I'm talking about already fly. They go where you go. Whole nother ball game.
Still pest control.
A pest is the size of my foot. A flying insect the size of a man that shoots armor-piercing barbs is not a pest. It's a lethal threat. I'm giving you the last known location of the merc I originally hired to do this. They have not checked in for a while. Get on the scene, find out what happened. Put down any of those flying bastards you see.
Bad news, Sergeant Lewis. Looks like your guy is dead. And there are Culex all over him.
Need a medic. Oh, you win.
What the hell? Did you kill Billy?
Uh-oh.
You bastards killed Billy! You're gonna pay!
Sergeant. We were attacked by bandits.
Yeah, well, we have bandits up here. You took care of them, so let's move on with the task at hand. We know what happened to my previous asset now, so you can pick up where he left off. My scouts have tracked a small Kulak swarm. I want you to hunt them down.
Why did those bandits know that mercenary?
Focus on the task, 3-5. Kill the Kulaks before we lose a beat on them.
There's that ARES punk. They killed Billy to get the Kulak's job. Ice them, and then we pay the sergeant a visit.
Bandits to do this previously? What the hell, Luis?
Relax, Mert. The Kulaks are more than a pest, and we're too busy to put Accord troops on this. Black Hill's gang came in handy.
Except now they want to kill us. I doubt they will be very pleased with you either.
This is a pain in my ass I don't need. But I think I might have a way we could take care of the Kulaks problem and the Black Hills gang problem at the same time.
Hired the Kulaks to hunt the Black Hills gang?
I suppose I deserve that. Come back to Hydro Core and we'll go from there. All right. First, take this vial of concentrated Culex pheromones, but do not drop or spill it. I'm also putting a loner stealth module on your rig. Bring it back in one piece. Those bandits like to camp out nearby. I gave you a concentrated synthetic pheromone that the eggheads came up with. The Kulex love that nasty-smelling garbage.
What exactly are you expecting us to do, Sergeant?
Drop some of that pheromone on bandit equipment at their camp. Activate stealth, and get the hell out. No reason to be a third wheel in that fight.
Get ready to drop the pheromones, 3-5.
What the hell is that smell?
Holy crap, Culex! Get up, boys! Get up and fight!
Well, that was certainly interesting.
Damn, should've come with. Probably would've enjoyed that. Alright, Merc. Bring my stealth module back to Hydrocore. I think you've done more than I should've asked. Thanks.
Oh my, boss. He actually sounds somewhat grateful. We're starting to break through his crusty exterior.
You know I heard that, right?
Oh, my mistake.
Let me take that stuff off your hands. Good thing you didn't spill those pheromones on yourself. You'd be the most popular person in Hydrocore to the wrong crowd.
Hey, look. You probably gathered I'm not the biggest fan of mercs. But you're all right, 3-5. Thanks for the assist. I mean that.
Our pleasure, Sergeant. Just remember to hire more reliable help in the future.
No doubt. See you around, Merc.